Talk to us, first of all, why it's a legal grey area for companies such as Hims Inc., as it's known as, and there's other ones that are out there, Kick Health, for example.
Right, so there are two companies that we wrote about, Hims and Kick, and what they're doing is they are selling drugs for off-label purposes. Now what that means is that they are selling a drug that has been approved by the FDA, but for a use that has not been approved by the agency. So let's say you have a heart medication that we know also seems to work for anxiety. A doctor is totally legally allowed to prescribe you that drug, but a pharmaceutical company and a distributor are not allowed to promote that drug can be used in that way. So these companies are exploiting that gray area, marketing these drugs for, like, a heart drug for anxiety, but those drugs have not been approved for that use.
And Kristen, the key here is that they don't consider themselves distributors, right? They see themselves as a platform that connects providers and customers in the same way.
Heard that one before.
Yes, in the same way that so many other companies in the tech world see themselves as platforms, not really responsible for the distribution or the content or the management of anything.
Right, it's a very similar argument to an argument that we've seen companies like Lyft and Uber, now obviously really like billion-dollar companies make. So these companies are saying that they are a platform connecting doctors and patients, that they are not a drug distributor, even though they do things like put the drugs in their own packaging. Kick, one of the companies that sells beta blockers in these little purple and pink boxes that look like they're for mints, rather than a drug. But they say they're not a distributor, that they are a platform for doctors and patients.
But they do seem to be advertising them. Like, one of them really took my eye because of its grossness, really. In one of the adverts, it says, you help basically take the beta blockers that you were talking about to manifest your bad assery. How on earth I manifest my bad assery, I don't know. But taking a beta blocker to basically make you a better version of yourself seems a little bit like a difficult advertising plug there.
Right, yeah, and as far as I know, badassery is not a medical condition. Just want to put that out there. But yeah, so I mean, they're really, in a sense, one expert told me that they felt like this was disease mongering because they're making things that everyday people go through seem like something you need a prescription for. Another ad by Hers, which is a subsidiary of Hims, that they actually got flack from users on Instagram for, said, are you nervous about a first date? This drug can help with, the nervousness you feel before that date. And I guess users were rightly probably abhorred by that, and they actually took down the ad and apologized for it. But some of these ads are very directly saying, these drugs can help you with a condition like anxiety before a job interview, and that is not a use case for those drugs that is approved by the Food and Drug Administration.